welcome to Medieval Life. On this channel, we recreate the daily life, crafts and traditions of the Middle Ages, home exactly as they were lived.
The paradox that shouldn't exist, imagine this. Outside, the temperature has dropped to minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind howls across frozen ground. Modern cities shut down. Power grids fail. Pipes burst. Homes designed with the latest technology turn into iceboxes within hours. Now imagine stepping into a medieval stone castle. No electricity, no gas heating, no insulation foam, no double-glazed windows. And yet, people inside are alive, warm, and functioning, not just surviving, but ruling kingdoms, holding feasts, sleeping through brutal winters that would cripple most modern homes today. This isn't romantic fantasy. It's historical reality, and it raises a deeply uncomfortable question. How did people 1,000 years ago stay warm in conditions that defeat modern engineering? Because castles were not built for comfort. They were built for war. So why, in the coldest winters Europe ever recorded, did these massive stone fortresses outperform homes filled with wires, thermostats, and central heating? The answer isn't magic. It's not luck. And it's definitely not primitive thinking. It's something we quietly lost. And once you understand it, you'll never look at modern buildings the same way again. But to understand how castles stayed warm, we need to start with the feature everyone misunderstands the most. Subscribe to the channel, because the past isn't dead. 2. Stone walls that control time at first glance. Castle walls look like a terrible idea. Stone is cold. Stone feels lifeless. Stone absorbs winter chill the moment you touch it down. So why were castle walls often 10 to 20 feet thick? Most people assume it was purely for defense, but that's only half the story. Those weren't barriers. They were thermal batteries. Here's what medieval builders understood long before the word existed. Stone has thermal mass. That means it doesn't change temperature quickly. It absorbs heat slowly, and releases it just as slowly. During the day, even on freezing days, fires burn constantly inside castles. Sunlight, however weak, struck the outer walls for hours. That heat didn't escape. It sank into the stone. Asterisk hour after hour, day after day. The walls stored warmth deep inside their massive cores. Then night came. Temperatures plunged. Winds intensified. Outside air became deadly. But inside the castle, the walls did something remarkable. They released heat gradually, stabilizing the interior. Temperature. No sudden drops. No sharp freezes. No dependence on constant fuel spikes. Modern homes are built to heat air. Castles were built to slow time itself. Drywall heats fast and loses heat fast. Stone heats slowly and refuses to give that heat back easily. So while modern houses become cold the moment heating stops, castles resisted temperature swings like geological. Asterisk, and this was only the beginning, because walls alone weren't enough. The real genius came from how medieval builders treated fire. Subscribe to the channel, because the past isn't dead. 3. Fireplaces that heated more than flames. Modern fireplaces are decorative. Medieval fireplaces were strategic weapons against winter. Castles didn't just have fireplaces, they had systems. Multiple fireplaces stacked vertically. Shared chimneys passing through interior walls. Stone flues that absorbed heat as smoke rose upward. Every fire didn't just warm the room it burned in. It warmed the entire structure as smoke traveled through thick stone chimneys. Heat soaked into the surrounding walls, turning them into secondary heaters. By the time smoke escaped, much of its energy had already been captured. And here's the detail most people never hear. Medieval fireplaces were designed to heat people, not air. They were positioned low. They reflected radiant heat directly into living spaces, benches, sleeping areas, and work zones were built close to hearths. Modern heating chases numbers on thermostats. Medieval heating chased human survival. Even the smoke mattered. Controlled airflow prevented drafts. Chimneys created natural circulation. Fresh air entered slowly, warmed as it moved inward. Castles breathed. They didn't leak. And this brings us to something modern homes get painfully wrong. Windows. 4. Why small windows made castles warmer. Look at any medieval castle. The windows are tiny, deeply recessed, angled, often narrow slits. This wasn't just for archers. It was thermal warfare. Large windows lose heat faster than almost any other surface. Modern homes are obsessed with glass. Castles avoided it whenever possible. Those deep stone window embrasures acted like insulation tunnels. Cold air slowed down before reaching the interior. Warm air struggled to escape. Many windows face south, maximizing winter sunlight while minimizing exposure to icy northern winds. Some castles used wooden shutters instead of glass, creating airtight seals at night. And while modern homes prioritize views, castles prioritize survival. Geometry. Even staircases were engineered for warmth. Spiral stairs turned clockwise, not just for defense, but to block wind from following downward. Every design choice fought cold. Invisibly, nothing was accidental. Which leads us to the part no blueprint shows: the human factor. Subscribe to the channel, because the past isn't dead. 5. Heat that walked, breathed, and slept. Castles weren't empty stone shells. They were dense ecosystems. People lived close together. Rooms were compact. Activities happened in shared halls. Every human body generates heat. Multiply that by dozens or hundreds and you get something powerful. Add thick wool, clothing, animal furs, heavy tapestries hanging on walls, not for decoration, but insulation. Tapestries trapped air. They blocked drafts. They reduced heat loss. Through stone, even animals played a role. Livestock was often kept on lower levels. Their body heat rose. Upward, warming floors above. Raised wooden floors trapped warm air beneath sleeping spaces. This wasn't comfort as we define it today. It was thermal intelligence born from necessity. Medieval people didn't isolate themselves in separate heated boxes. They shared warmth and an extreme cold. That made all the difference. 6. The truth modern homes don't want to hear. Here's the uncomfortable reality. Modern homes are fragile. They rely on electricity, gas, constant energy input, perfect system operation. When those fail, comfort disappears instantly. Castles didn't rely on systems. They relied on design. They worked with climate, not against it. They slowed heat loss instead of endlessly replacing it. They respected physics long before engineers named it. This doesn't mean medieval life was easy. It means it was intelligent. And as climate extremes increase, this forgotten knowledge suddenly matters again. We didn't evolve past medieval design. In many ways, we abandoned it. So the next time your home struggles in winter, ask yourself this: are we truly more advanced or just more dependent? Because history doesn't disappear. It waits. And if medieval builders could keep stone castles warm at -40 degrees, what else did they understand that we forgot? If you want to explore more lost knowledge like this, forgotten technologies, ancient engineering, and the uncomfortable truths history reveals, subscribe to the channel, because the past isn't dead. It's watching us. And in the next video, we'll uncover another secret that modern civilization still can't explain.